always look forward to games like this every season. Teams riding momentum, coming in a clash for national supremacy and trying to make a statement as we get close to the playoffs. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the James Madison Dukes, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Ducks will put total under to crank us up. He'll start the return inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So James Madison's offense will have first crack at this one. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Got the big tight end on the corner route. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they've kick-started this drive with that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking for a man. It's Barnett. Got his man. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Now the play fake. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Gonna look downfield again. Grab behind the line. It's Knight. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
That's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
The Dukes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ellis. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Dukes will call on their punt team. They'll have to put it away for the first time tonight. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. The Ducks offense will take the field for the first time. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line.
Going for a big play right off the bat. Grabs it at the 25-inch stride. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Oregon!
Now, a lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball is thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers. And they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
The Dukes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Caught behind the line, it's Sanchez. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Back to pass, it's Barnett. Makes the grab, it's Sanchez. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch, you gave up the completion, what do? You set up fourth and long, you're going to get the ball back, go get some water and celebrate.
They punt it away on fourth down. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Got it in the middle, it's Moore. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Handoff to the lone back. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. unloads to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
That's a nice play by the defense. You're trailing early in the game. They've got the ball on your side of the field, so you force the incompletion on third down.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. The ricochet off the left upright and through. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tackled.
And the Dukes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Fires to the tight end. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Got his man in the middle. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
On a big third down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
The Dukes decide to punt it away. Makes the catch at the 30. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's low.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
The Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. And the Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Got it behind the line. It's low. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Bully ball on 3rd and short. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Moore to the air. Throws to the tight end. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
So now it's 2nd and long. The run from the shotgun. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
The counter play is a great play to mix in with your base concepts. Obviously, everybody flies to the football, bang. Now you pull a guy, you go backside, give him a little counter, keep the defense off balance.
And the Ducks really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside, defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking for a gap. It's Whittington. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The Ducks line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Moore will throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
The Ducks have this offense rolling. The give on the inside. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I like the idea going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
At the 16-yard line. 4th down coming up.
On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes the grab, waiting for the 1st down. And it's complete at the 6. Defense right there, but now they're backed up with a goal-to-go situation. And the Ducks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win.
Touchdown, Ducks! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I love finding the big fella down in the red zone, 3rd and goal. You got to make something happen down here. Throw it up high. Let the big fella make you look really good as a quarterback. Love finding those big guys down here in the red zone.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he's going to bring it out. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Got a man. It's Sanchez. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. On the run, it's Knight.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Barnett. Quickly to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
And the Dukes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Under fire. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Complete in the middle. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Moore to the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Open space at the 25. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush with the screen and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Got his man downfield. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the 4th quarter, they are going to be gassed.
The Ducks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Looking for the goal line. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Distance not the problem here. The angle is a little tricky. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in Autzen Stadium.
The Dukes will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly, you see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Moore will throw. Pulls it in, it's low. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Catch in the middle, it's Kyle. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Sanchez. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Getting set for the point after. Splits the uprights. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Moore to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Snagged in the middle. It's Bryant. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. To the ground with the back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
To throw, it's Barnett. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy passing catch.
Caught in the backfield, it's Alston. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
And the Dukes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big game.
He wants to throw it again. Under fire. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down.
Really good job by this defense. Third down, understanding, taking away the pass first. But I got to react, man. When these QBs take off, I got to stick my foot in the ground. Stop playing pass. Come up and get him on the ground. Big third down stop.
The Dukes will send out the punt unit. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Takes it on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Has the sticks, and he may get more. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss it. If this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Leaves it with the back.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Ducks have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. From the gun, the running back has it. Oh my, circle, circle, Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got him downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They thought maybe they could get the defense flowing the wrong way on the counter, but they were not fooled.
Get them flowing one way and then maybe hit that outside on the other side, right? But they didn't even let it get outside. They kept it right in the middle of the field, did a great job seeing it, going and getting it, being aggressive. You got to find a different way maybe to attack these guys to use their speed against them.
Moore will throw. Gets it out fast. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Third down coming up.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So we open the final period with a third down play. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Whittington.
I think moving forward on third down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed, and you saw it right there.
And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the third time. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we're looking pretty good.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Sends it back in motion. To the air on first down. He uncorks one deep. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Looking for a man. It's Barnett. Bringing the heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the fourth quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The give from the gun. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Downfield and incomplete, the defense holds. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll give it to the back. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. He's got it on the run. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
And That's what the running game can do for an offense. You run the football, you have some success. Then what do? You stick the ball out there, you pull it back, you run some play action, you complete the football, get a first down. Nice balance by this offense.
Trying to find the end zone. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. They'll run it to the left looking for the end zone. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch?
And he will take it in. Touchdown Ducks! This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. To the air, it's Barnett. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
On the ground, it's Knight. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. They'll try to get the edge on the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Knight. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Pocket breaking down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the 4th quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
Makes a catch, 1st down and maybe a lot more. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit and they're still willing to fight. And there's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab. It's Sanchez. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
Second down.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Behind the chains now on second and long. He'll keep it himself. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
How about this defense rising to the challenge? Focal point number one, stopping the great running back. Check. How do we do it? Being physical at the line of scrimmage, getting off blocks, not missing a lot of tackles. They have checked all of those boxes and shut this dude.
Unleashes one deep. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on fourth down. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. That's caught. It's more. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And his offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop you.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.